Welcome to Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. This series brings together key insights from our research, growth analyses, and thought leadership, highlighting the strategic imperatives shaping industries, technologies, and markets worldwide. In this episode, we focus on the power and distribution transformer industry, exploring how rising electricity demand, supply constraints, digitalization, and changing customer requirements are redefining competitive priorities. We'll look at what is driving demand, where the biggest constraints remain, and how companies can position themselves for growth in an increasingly complex power ecosystem. Power and distribution transformers have always been essential to the electricity system. So, what is creating so much pressure across the industry today?
Demand is rising from several directions at once. Electrification is increasing electricity consumption, renewable energy projects require new grid connections, and data centers are creating significant new power requirements. At the same time, utilities are dealing with aging infrastructure that needs replacement or modernization. The challenge is that manufacturing capacity has not expanded at the same pace as demand. Supply remains tight, delivery timelines are getting longer, and large transformer projects can face delays stretching into years. Material costs are also adding pressure. Copper, electrical steel, aluminum, nickel, and oil represent a significant share of transformer costs, so price volatility continues to affect procurement and project economics.
Where are companies finding supply capacity, and how are different regions positioning themselves?
The regional picture is becoming increasingly important. North America remains dependent on imports because domestic production does not fully meet demand. Imports from Mexico, Brazil, Europe, and Asia continue to support grid expansion, electric vehicle infrastructure, and data center development. Meanwhile, China and India remain major manufacturing and export centers. Their scale, manufacturing depth, and cost competitiveness give them an important position in global supply. Japan and South Korea are particularly strong in technically demanding, high-specification power transformers, while countries such as Thailand and Vietnam are becoming more important manufacturing hubs for distribution transformers. This regional diversification is also changing how buyers think about procurement. Lead times, local manufacturing, logistics, trade policies, and supplier relationships are becoming as important as equipment specifications.
How are monitoring and digital technologies changing what utilities expect from transformer providers?
Transformers are becoming increasingly connected assets. Utilities are deploying IoT-enabled monitoring, smart sensors, diagnostics, and remote management systems to gain better visibility into asset condition, loading, and grid performance. This is particularly important as distributed energy resources such as rooftop solar, battery storage, and electric vehicles create more dynamic and bidirectional power flows. For OEMs, the opportunity is to move beyond supplying equipment and build a broader service proposition. That could include monitoring hardware, cloud-based asset management platforms, predictive maintenance, and remote diagnostics. There is also growing interest in repair, refurbishment, and recycling as utilities look for ways to extend asset life and avoid full replacement when supply constraints make new equipment difficult to obtain.
Traditionally, transformers have been a capital equipment purchase. Why are service-based models becoming more relevant?
Grid modernization requires significant investment. Utilities and distribution system operators are simultaneously managing renewable integration, electric vehicle infrastructure, aging assets, and growing electricity demand. For some customers, service-based models can reduce upfront capital requirements. Leasing, bundled maintenance, monitoring, and performance guarantees can shift part of the maintenance and performance responsibility to the OEM while creating recurring revenue opportunities. This gives manufacturers an opportunity to bundle transformers with preventive maintenance, digital monitoring, and long-term service agreements. The key is building the capabilities required to support those commitments. A service-based model only works if providers have the digital visibility, local service capacity, and operational expertise to manage asset performance over time.
Beyond digital services and new business models, where should manufacturers focus their product innovation?
One important opportunity is the development of more environmentally conscious transformer solutions. Utilities are increasingly considering ester-based transformers in applications where fire safety, spill risk, and environmental performance are particularly important. This includes urban substations, renewable energy corridors, and other critical infrastructure environments. The opportunity goes beyond simply replacing mineral oil with an alternative fluid. Manufacturers can develop transformer platforms specifically designed around ester-based systems, advanced insulation, and improved cooling technologies. At the same time, grid edge optimization remains another significant opportunity. As distributed energy resources grow, utilities will need better visibility into transformer loading and local grid conditions. OEMs that combine efficient equipment with digital monitoring, diagnostics, and energy management capabilities will be better positioned to address these evolving requirements.
The power and distribution transformer industry is entering a period where demand growth alone will not determine success. Electrification, renewable energy expansion, data centers, and aging infrastructure are creating major opportunities. But supply constraints, long delivery timelines, material costs, and changing trade conditions are making execution more difficult. The companies best positioned for the next phase of growth will need to think beyond equipment supply. Digital monitoring, predictive maintenance, service-based business models, regional manufacturing strategies, and environmentally conscious technologies are all becoming part of the competitive equation. Ultimately, as power networks become more complex, transformer providers that combine product expertise with practical digital and lifecycle capabilities will be better positioned to create long-term value. That's all for this episode of Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For deeper analysis, research insights, and strategic frameworks shaping future growth, explore our studies and resources at frost.com or reach out to our team at hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more perspectives to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.